Assalamualaikum and greeting. We are proudly present to you Sit and Read, a library queue and seat booking system. Guided by our supervisor, T.S. Mudana binti Hussein Alayan Misron, our team consists of 5 members which are Muhammad Hafizuddin bin Hussein, me Harib Mirza bin Marazi, Syekh Muhammad Kamalain bin Syed Muhammad Hamzah, Muhammad Syahrul Iman bin Kamal and lastly Akil Aizad bin Abdul Razak.
Introducing Sit and Read, an innovative mobile application developed to solve overcrowding and seat uncertainty in UiTM libraries, especially during peak exam periods. The application is connected to a centralized database, allowing students to view real-time seat availability and reserve study space or discussion room in advance. When they arrive at the library, students can conveniently check in and check out by scanning a QR code, making the entire process faster and more efficient. In addition, Sit and Read features a smart navigation system that guides users directly to the library section where their selected books are located, helping them save time and improve their overall library experience. By replacing manual queues with a structured digital system, Sit and Read minimize waiting times, ensure fair access to study space, and enhance library resource management, creating a more efficient and productive learning environment for all students.
Sit and Read is a mobile app prototype that we designed to make library seat management become more easier. Students can view and reserve seat, check in with QR code, and navigate to book session through a simple interface. The app combines this function to help libraries reduce overcrowding, allocate resources more fairly, and improve convenience for students. Even as a prototype, it shows how digital transformation can enhance efficiency in library. There are several key objectives in this project. Firstly, we want to make sure students can browse and reserve seats easily via mobile app. Next, they will use QR code for check-in, out, and monitor seat usage. Moreover, they can manage queue fairly and reduce overcrowding. The app must guide user with navigation to the right book session and show real-time seat availability clearly in the app. Lastly, we want to improve library operation through digital transformation for better usability and efficiency.
Next, let's look at the core challenges currently facing UiTM libraries. Right now, students are encountering four major pain points that directly disrupt their academic productivity. First, exam overcrowding. During peak study weeks, the library hits maximum capacity. Second, the issue is wasted time. Wasted time because there's no central reservation system. Third here is seat hogging. Without digital check-ins or live tracking, space allocation is completely unfair. Empty desks are left reserved by unattended bags for hours. Lastly, navigation delay. Students struggle to quickly locate specific book sections, turning a simple library run into a slow frustration process. All right, we moving on to literature review. Over here, we have the QR code technology. For one of the key innovation is in a modern library system is the QR code technology, right? With a simple scan, students can check in and confirm their seat instantly. This process eliminates long queues, prevents unauthorized occupancy, and ensures fair distribution of study space. QR codes bring efficiency and transparency, making the library experience smoother and more reliable for everyone. Next is mobile access tag. Okay, over here, through a user-friendly app, students can reserve seats remotely, receive real-time updates on availability, and manage their bookings anytime, anywhere. This accessibility empowers students to plan their study sessions more effectively, reduce wasted time searching for seats, and enhances overall satisfaction. By integrating mobile technology, we are not just improving convenience, we are creating a smarter, more connected library environment.
Our project methodology follows the Mobile Application Development Lifecycle or MADLC, which consists of 5 phases. First, in the planning phase, we identify key issues faced by library users, such as overcrowding, difficulty finding resources, and inefficient seat allocation. The project objective and requirement were then defined. Next, in the design phase, we create the user interface and user experience design. including wireframes, navigation flow, and interactive elements to ensure a user-friendly application. In the development phase, the prototype was built using Figma, incorporating features such as seat booking, QR code check-in, book browsing, navigation, and borrowing function. The testing phase involved usability testing to evaluate functionality, navigation, and user interaction while collecting feedback for improvement. Finally, in the maintenance and improvement phase, refinements were made based on the testing results to ensure the prototype meets user needs and project objectives.
Okay, so for our very first prototype page, it will show you the get started page, and when we click the get started button, it will lead you to the login page. And at the login page, you can log in using Google or iStudent, or if you don't have any account, you can sign up and fill in your username, your email, password, and confirm your password. You can also log in as a guest. So for example, let's go, we log in first, and then it will lead you to the home page. So in the home page, it contains variety of information like student identification card, the progress bar on how many book that user borrow for each month, and the upcoming event that will happen in the library. So let's say you want to book a seat, click the booking button here, and it will lead you to the booking page, and we can choose the floor, date, time, and how many hours that you want to book a seat. So let's say I will click floor and I choose first floor, and then I click date and I choose 1 April 2026 and confirm, and I choose time 2 p.m. and I choose how many hours that I want, like 1 hour, 2, 3, or 4 hours. Let's say 2, and find seat. So it will lead you to the booking map, and the seat will be displayed as green as available, yellow as pending if the user that book the seat before doesn't show up in certain amount of time. It will turn green and it will be available to be booked, and the red is unavailable. So let's say I choose G3 seat here, and then I click booking, and then the information will display for our confirmation. It is booking successful. It will show you date, floor, table number, and the duration of your booking the seat. So if you click navigate, it will show you the navigation on how to go to your designated table that you booked before. You can use the map mode, or you can use the augmented reality mode, and it will show you the way. It will show you the arrow and the way to your seat number. So after you find your seat, you can scan the QR on the table to confirm your seat, and then when we click confirm, it will lead you to thank you for your booking page. You can also book another. So let's say you want to borrow a book, so we will lead you to the borrow book page, and you can search any book that you want, or you can separately by the genre here: popular, art, design, psychology, music, and so on. So let's say I want to find and borrow the advanced C++ book right here. I click to the book right here, and it will show you here, and swipe up, it will show you all the information about the book. And let's say I want to find it in the library, so we can click here, go, and it will show you the augmented reality navigation that will lead you to the book. It will also show you on what row and on what position that the book is being placed. And we click detail right here, it will show you back all the information about the book. So let's say I want to borrow the book, just click the borrow button, and then I can click on start date or end date of my borrowing duration, and after that I can click upload the picture for the confirmation. Then I snap the book photo and click confirm, and then click the confirm button, and then it will be booking successful. And click done right here. You can also book other as many book as you want. So let's say you want to return the book, click here, and this page is analysis page. it will show you and what currently book that you borrow. For example, I already borrow the advanced C++, so it will show you the advanced C++ here. It will show you the duration and how many days left for you to borrow the book before you return it. And it will show you how many book that you borrow before and what your favorite genre and how many times you visit the library this month. So let's say we already have 1 day left, so we need to return it before the time runs out. So click return, and then if you don't know, if you forgot where the place where the book supposed to be placed, it will show you by clicking the go navigation, and it will show you just like before. And then we click here, take picture of the book just like before, confirm, and then return, and then the book will be successful. Okay, so for our
This technical architecture consists of 5 main layers that work together to support the Sit and Read mobile application. First, the client layer is the mobile application used by students. It provides features such as user authentication, book searching, seat booking, QR check-in and check-out, notifications, and progress tracking. Next, the application layer acts as the back-end server. Through a RESTful API gateway, it processes user requests and manages service including authentication, seat booking, seat management, navigation, QR code validation, borrowing and returning books, notification, analytics, and reporting. The external service layer integrates third-party services such as Google Authentication, Firebase Cloud Messaging, Maps and Navigation APIs, QR code services, email service, and cloud storage. All application data is stored in the data layer, which manages user information, booking, seats, books, borrowings, notification, and analytic data. Finally, the infrastructure layer ensures system reliability through cloud hosting, web and application servers, database servers, secure SSL TLS communication, backup and recovery mechanism, and monitoring tools. Together, these layers provide a secure, scalable, and efficient library management solution.
Alright, how we can actually market this app. When we designed Sit and Read, we didn't only want it to be just a one-time thing for our campus, because this app has serious potential to expand. First off, we can pitch it directly to other universities and public libraries using a subscription model. Basically, institutions would pay to use our system and database. On top of that, the code and logic behind it are super scalable. The exact same setup we use for library seats, booking a spot, queuing up and scanning QR code can easily be modified for corporate offices, co-working spaces, or even private study centers. So basically, there's a huge market for this out there. Alright, now let's take a look at our project timeline and how we structured our workflow from start to finish. We kicked things off with the identification phase. This was all about locking down our core objectives, doing some initial user research and defining the overall scope of the project so we knew exactly what problem we were solving. Once we had that foundation, we moved into the planning phase. Here, we mapped out our technical architecture, finalized the system requirements, and sorted out our timeline and resource planning. Next was the design phase, which was a huge step for us because this is where we focus on system architecture design, wireframing our UI layouts, and structuring our database concepts. After getting the design down, we moved straight into the prototype design. We set up our development environment, built the core interactive modules, and integrated the components to make it feel like a real working app. Once the prototype was ready, we shifted into the testing phase. We ran usability and user acceptance testing to get real feedback, catch bugs or glitches, and ensure the app was intuitive. Finally, we wrapped up with the improvement phase. We're using this final block of time to fix any remaining bugs, polish up the interface, deploy the apps, and finally complete all of our final documentation. So that is our quick overview of how we manage our development lifecycle to bring Sit and Read to life. Okay, next up, who actually can benefit from this app? We broke it down into two sides, which is the industry, the library management, and the community of students. For the library staff, it makes their life way easier. They get a clear real-time view of which seats are taken and which are free. making space management a breeze. It cuts down on overcrowding, and best of it all, it gives them a solid data insight so they know exactly how the library is being used throughout the semesters. For us students, it completely gets rid of headache of finding a place to study. No more walking around in circles during final week looking for an empty chair. You just book your spot, show up, and just focus on your studying without extra stress. Plus, the blue navigation saves you a lot of time.
Okay, now we're going to talk about sustainable development goals for this project. First is the quality education. It improves learning environment. Next, we have the industry innovation and infrastructure. This is only for promote smart technology use. And lastly will be the sustainable cities and communities. It's for the efficient space management.
Okay, next up, who actually can benefit from this app? We broke it down into two sides, which is the industry, the library management, and the community of students. For the library staff, it makes their life way easier. They get a clear real-time view of which seats are taken and which are free, making space management a breeze. It cuts down on overcrowding, and best of it all, it gives them a solid data insight so they know exactly how the library is being used throughout the semesters. For us students, it completely gets rid of headache of finding a place to study. No more walking around in circles during final week looking for an empty chair. You just book your spot, show up, and just focus on your studying without extra stress. Plus, the blue navigation saves you a lot of time. So to conclude, our prototype makes things way easier by letting users see available seats, book them, and check in via QR codes. Furthermore, it also includes the helpful navigation feature to guide users straight to the library sections based on their books. Basically, the prototype delivers an optimized user experience by blending all of these practical tools together.